What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I gotta counterpunch something. You know, I dropped a video last night on the updated information about the ignorance of Luis Ortiz and his team, or what his team withheld from him, okay? The information about the offer withheld from Team Ortiz, well, Luis Ortiz and his trainer claimed they never heard about these offers. No amount of money was offered to them because it never got to that point, according to Luis Ortiz and his trainer. We know this. However, I've been reading the comments, and I appreciate the comments that I received regarding this matter. And thank you guys for the feedback. But since I was reading these comments, it just led me to believe a lot of people and a lot of other channels believe that Luis Ortiz was lying. Either one, he was on the juice and he didn't have time to cycle off the juice because he wasn't in a fight, and I guess they normally got a scheduling. They know what the scheduling is for Vada, since he is in the clean boxing program, which, you know, that kind of debunks that, but, you know, people do take a shot. People take risk all the time. Or he didn't want to risk getting his ass beat by Anthony Joshua. He didn't want to risk the defeat. But I don't know, you know, I mean, because the only way we can really figure this out, or the argument can be led to believe what people think, that he was either juicing or he was afraid, is simply this. If Ortiz, with the promotional company that he has, that he's dealing with, that promotes him, if he decides to continue doing business with them after this huge fuck up, that means that there's a good chance that he knew about these offers, or he was juicing, and he decided for those reasons, for one of those reasons, not to take the fight. Okay? Because it's kind of hard, it would be hard for me to believe that you would want to stay in business or stay with these people that they have just fucked up the biggest, I repeat, the biggest opportunity in your whole career. He's not going to get any bigger than Anthony Joshua. I don't give a fuck what these PBC channels say. Nobody will make, look, Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fighters and the biggest, highest paid fighters in the sport of boxing. You're not going to get more than them. And when you fight one of them, those are the type of fighters that you get the most money from, because they produce the most money, revenue-wise. So that means if you fight one of them, you have a portion of that money to be made, and that's more than any other fighter. Fact. So without what everyone's saying about, oh, he'll get more with Deontay Wilder, you know what? If they say that he'll get more than $5 million for Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz won't even be able to explain what, or even display what he made. They'll do some bullshit like that. You knew Luis Ortiz got, like, let's say he rematches Wilder. They'll say, oh, he has more. He's made more than he ever made in his whole career, including Anthony Joshua, just to make that stick. But then they won't even tell you what it is. I guarantee you, it would be some shit where he can't even discuss what he made. It'd be some old secret shit like that, like, no, Luis, we're going to give you this money, but on a confidentiality agreement that you won't display how much money you make due to other parties' discretion. Fuck all that. But that's exactly what I feel they're going to do. So that's the only way that I would believe that argument. And it's a good argument, because you mean to believe that all these people and all this social media shit, you didn't know or you didn't hear about these particular offers? Not even the $5 million, because that shit was everywhere. You know what I mean? But I guess, I don't know. I mean, maybe the trainer and Luis Ortiz, maybe they don't even look at stuff like that all the time. You know, and a lot of boxers don't, you know. I mean, Anthony Joshua doesn't really watch a lot of things. Like Floyd, he doesn't really look at a lot of different things, you know, when it comes to certain people. So, maybe. But it's just, that shit's everywhere. Because as he heard about it, we heard about it. I heard about that a few days ago about the $5 million. But no. Do you guys really think he was on the juice? You know, and if he was on the juice, I mean, and here's the thing: the juice may be more credible than him, Luis Ortiz, being afraid. You know what I mean? Now, you could argue that too, because he did come out and say, hey, I'll fight Anthony Joshua for any amount of money after he signed with Miller. Only after he signed with Miller, though. So, you know, you could say, well, he had ample time, but which he did. You know, and I don't really understand if he knew about that information about Anthony Joshua not having an opponent because Dillian White dropped out. How does he know about his own offers through the propaganda and through the rumors that was flowing around the social media? So it's hard to believe, like, you knew about Dillian White dropping out of Anthony Joshua, but you didn't even know about the negotiations and the rumors about yourself. That's, you know what I mean? That's weird to really kind of take in and believe. But, you know, again, that's what he trusted his promotional company. So he says, you know. But yeah, I mean, if he stays with that promotional company after that, that should tell you all, really. You know what I mean? It should tell you that maybe there's some truth to him. Maybe he was on the juice. You know, maybe he was afraid. Maybe he just didn't want to fuck up that Deontay Wilder, because they promised him that Deontay Wilder rematch, because they promised him that rematch because he needed a fighter. So, you know, he was like, well, fuck it, I won't go that way. I'll go this route because, you know, it's on this side of the street, this, that, the other. Maybe not. But if he stays with that promotional company, well, one thing's apparent: he needs to get rid of that promotional company if he's truly angry at the way they decided to do business. That's a fact. He needs to get rid of them. No ifs, ands, or buts. No, oh, next chance is second time and the next time. None of that should be important at this point. The important thing, he should get some new promotional advice. And that's my take on it, guys. Tell me what you think about Luis Ortiz and his promotional team or the rumors. Of course, please subscribe. You guys can Counterpunch.